In a state that lives and breathes football, welcome inside the massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight's no love lost between these NFC East rivals. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
Please welcome your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. Escapes a defender. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of two quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. That's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and will have to do professionally.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's second down. On play action with Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes. But when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get into that rhythm you want to find early.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this third down. Here he goes, third and long. Completed over the middle. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's fourth and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now run, it's Scatterboo. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs churning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On first and 10, here's Dart. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatterboo.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Dart out of the shotgun. He finds Neighbors right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They have another first and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Driving forward with Scatterboo. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up second and 2.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
It's Scatterboo on second down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Throwing on third. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, it went right through.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up. Throwing again is Dak. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Draw play. This is Williams. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Cowboys butting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be Cowboys football. And he's going to take it back. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys parlay the turnover into a lead. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead.
Cowboys 7, Giants 3.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
At their own
The Giants offense all set to get started. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
That one good for a gain of 4. It's second down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Going right back to Scatterboo. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Throwing on first down. It starts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
From the pistol, give the Scatterboo. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. 3rd down now, here's Dart. This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. On first down, here's Dart. Screen here for Scatterboo. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Dart's looking to throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Dart gonna throw again. Got a man and Neighbors has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. Running in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. And the stop is made just a couple of yards shy of that end zone. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Giants.
Scatterboo goes up and over for the touchdown. The Giants hold a slim 2-point lead early.
Touchdown, Giants.
Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 3.
10, Cowboys 7.
Gano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. The tackle is made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the...
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard shows 10-7. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 1st down here. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. From the gun is Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Give to Williams from the gun. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
22 more yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Williams can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Dak off the play fake. Has it in close. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone, and we take the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead.
14, Giants 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboots riding back out there. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down now, ball at the 33. Running with Scadaboo. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dart from the pistol. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, here's Dart. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So it'll be 2nd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
2nd and 10 now, here's Dart. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Scatterboo now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Give right side. It's Scatterboo. Has some room to work. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a second quarter lead.
Giants.
Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants push their lead to 3.
17. Cowboys 14.
Gano ready to send this away.
For New York.
On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. Shoots away from one. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building. Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. First down, and they go right back to it. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. They go with Williams on the counter. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted them nothing. Here is second and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
All plays on the table here for third and 3. Dak now from the gun. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Aubrey puts it through. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with the high percentage make.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo trotting back out there. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Here goes Dart to the air. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Dart now. He finds Slayton on the slant. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. He's making a bid for it. And he's down after getting us up to the 41. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
So 1st down from the 41. Darts out of the shotgun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
That's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Tolbert now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Prescott here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. 3rd sack of the game.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Air it out on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st down, here's Dak. Looking slant route, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
So often, one of the things you have to teach running backs at the NFL level, you don't always have to hit a home run. Especially in short yardage situations, just go get that single and move the chains.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Complete to Ryan Flanoy. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead with Williams. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Completed over the middle. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
From the red zone now. Screen here for Williams. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Dak throwing again. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this 3rd down. Prescott to throw once more. And he's going to score a touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Giants 17. Brendan Aubrey.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo trotting back out there. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's a design run. They cross the 40. Nice run there. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
And the Giants 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. Into a crowd. That pass is intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it off. And the Cowboys will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Working from the pistol, Prescott. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Prescott. The right side is caught by Ferguson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Prescott takes off with it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another run for Williams. And 2 yards are all he can get. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made by Dexter Lawrence. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. Headed right through the middle of the field. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Gain of 15 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal at the 40-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Back now, pressure coming. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. George Pickens, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Giants 17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. This is Scannaboo, left side. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Finds the in route complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st down, here's Dart. Short pass brought in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. First and 10 from the 32. From the gun, here's Dart. Throwing the out route complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
From the red zone on first. The throw left side finds Johnson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Dart gonna throw again. He's gonna pull this one down and run with it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
It's on target to Johnson. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. He finds him right side. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 2-yard line.
2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants now within 1 score in the 4th. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Giants 24.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got them some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
On 1st down, this is Scannaboo. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Darts out of the shotgun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Darts looking at this 3rd and long. Trying for the deep ball. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass, takes him to 2nd down.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurried throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. The stop was made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Pushing the tight end over. It's Scannaboo on 2nd down. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. He's back to throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
They'll go. It's Tracy. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short, but what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Running with Scannaboo. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants now trail by just a point in the 4th.
Touchdown.
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
31.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Tolbert now to return it. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Cowboys about set to take over. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys pushing to get within range for a game winner. Give to Williams from the gun. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
The ball carrier, Micah McFadden on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is to throw. And Willie, oh, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. The Giants using their first timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Robinson in motion right. Driving forward with Scannaboo. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Back to throw. This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. He's still going at the 30. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route, and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to the line they go. It's second down. On the ground, it's Scannaboo. Give him 9 on that run. Now they've got third down. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
It's Scannaboo on third. Try to plow ahead for the first. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up fourth down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. This one of the biggest moments of the game for Graham Gano. The 27-yard look here. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
Gano ready to send this away. Tolbert now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Setting up to pass. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be second down. Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from Dallas.